welcome back to my channel. It's been a very long time. I think the last video I filmed and uploaded was when we was in isolation with COVID, and I never actually even uploaded a part 2. So it's been a very long time. I just wanted to come on and chat, really, just update you guys and document, because obviously I've mentioned before that these videos I make are purely just for like memories. Like, I really enjoy making them and editing them and capturing special moments, and of course with those happy magical moments there is also not so nice moments in your life. And I feel like in order for me to carry on filming and to carry on capturing moments and memories of Grayson and me and Glyn and family and all of that stuff, I need to kind of document, process and acknowledge the bad that has happened as well. And that's kind of what I want this video to be, just where I've been, what's happened and where I am now and what I want going forward, and what I'm excited for. And hopefully I start to pick up my camera a bit more throughout the rest of this year, because it's been rough so far. 2022 has so far not been my year. That isn't to say that it could not still be my year at the end of the year, but so far 3 months in, quarter of the way through, it's been rough. But yeah, I've just wanted to basically say the reason why I haven't really made videos this year is because I've just been in this horrible mindset, which I do get myself in sometimes, but for some reason I couldn't get myself out of it, and it was really frustrating. I was getting so down, like really down. I think it was just last year was one of the best years of my life. Like, nothing major happened, but it was just all of the little moments that was just made it really nice. We had me, Glyn and Grayson had such a nice summer. I washed my hair and I've not washed it properly, so it's a grease time. Anyway, New Year started and it was just like there was no plans. Just thinking to myself, is this it? Like, I got a bit worked up and a bit scared and a bit anxious and a bit upset that is this it? Like, so I now go to work. Grayson's starting nursery. In September he's going to start school, so Grayson's going to be at school 5 days a week. I work most weekends. When am I ever going to see him? When am I ever going to see Glyn? When do we ever spend time together? Like, I was really stuck in this thing of like, is this my life now? Like, I just go to work, make money, but I'm never going to see my family. I'm never going to have those special moments with them. I'm never going to be able to make all these memories that we did last year. Like, I was just like, this surely can't be the rest of my life now. So obviously I believe in like law of attraction, right? I was feeling down, so I was attracting bad energy, bad news, bad feelings, bad emotions. I was attracting all this negative energy that I was obviously making myself feel worse, and I knew it. Throughout all of this, there was also like personal like issues, like there was problems with the house and car problems, and just nothing was working out. We was trying to sort things out, it wasn't working. I'm just gonna have to look a bit of a mess. It's not like a, which leads me on to the worst story of them all. The end of February, it was the 26th of February, it was a Saturday, I ran straight upstairs to take a pregnancy test. Not really thinking much of it. Straight home, I actually videoed it, which I'll insert. Obviously it's a bit like bittersweet now, but I'll insert the clip of me filming myself. I film myself just in case, and that was one of these moments where I was not expecting it to be positive, but it was, and I was like, what the hell. As you can see, I was so shocked. I really didn't expect that, and I was just thinking, what the hell am I going to do? Because at this point as well, we was having bad news about the house, like we wasn't sure if we was going to still be here. Looking back now, I was worried from the minute I seen that positive. I was so happy. I was like, oh my god, like how incredible. I was just scared. From the minute I seen the positive, I was scared. I feel like I had a gut feeling from the get-go that something bad was going to happen, because I just thought, I thought to myself when I found out I was pregnant, you know, and like toggling and stuff, and we were sat there, and I was just thinking, how can something so amazing be happening in a time where I feel so like everything's falling apart, like, you know, like this baby, like it's all I've ever wanted. All I've ever wanted is multiple children. I found out at 5 weeks. If I'm honest, I think I'm a bit scared. I'm very scared. I just need confirmation that this baby is okay. We already have a scan booked in a couple of weeks when I'm 8 weeks pregnant, and I just need to see a heartbeat. I need to see validation that there's a baby there. I need to talk to midwives, but right now I'm just sitting here with pregnancy tests and a missed period and symptoms and hoping. But then as the week went on, I allowed myself to kind of open up a bit more. You know, like even though it was a week, me and Glenn talked about names. Sorry, cough. You know, me and Glenn talked about names. I was looking at prams, baby clothes. I was thinking of how I could tell my family. I would have been just turned 9 weeks on Mother's Day, and that's when I was going to tell my family, and then I was going to announce it to like put it on Instagram on Easter. This is a trigger, by the way. I think I need to put a trigger warning for talking about miscarriage. Obviously I'll say at the beginning, but also this is the actual talking about the miscarriage now. On Sunday the 6th of March, I was in work and I went to the toilet and I was just a bit like, that's a bit alarming, and I had a bit of a meltdown and asked my boss, well, I told my boss in a distraught state that I am pregnant. I told her all in one, I'm pregnant, but I'm also bleeding. I don't know what to do. Ran 111. Man on 111 was really nice, and he put me through to the hospital to have a scan. The closest appointment they had was Wednesday, and this was Sunday. So I was like, oh, okay. And I was panicking that obviously it was either a miscarriage or an ectopic pregnancy, which is like my biggest fear in pregnancy, is like an ectopic pregnancy. Monday and Tuesday roll around, and it was just getting worse. Like, it was just absolutely terrifying. Like, it was so scary. And at this point, obviously my family didn't even know I was pregnant to begin with, so I didn't want to tell them. I just felt like I needed people to talk to. I feel like I needed the comfort of people knowing, but I also just didn't want to deal with it in that moment. Like, I feel like I just needed to deal with it myself. Obviously with Glenn, me and Glenn needed to deal with it, come to terms with what is happening, find out what is happening, because I still didn't know what was happening. Monday and Tuesday, those were the 2 days where I think, well, it was definitely the worst 2 days for me. And I feel like even though the appointment wasn't till Wednesday, so I didn't know what had happened till Wednesday, I'd kind of already figured it out in those first 2 days and kind of already started the grieving process. I got up on Monday and Tuesday. I took Grace into nursery both days, and I come home, and I kid you not, all day I just sat on this couch. I sat on the floor next to the couch, and I just cried. And I cried, and I cried, and I cried.
My life has to be so cruel.
I honestly, like Tuesday as well, I didn't stop crying all day, and I kept thinking, oh, I've not got any more tears left, and then I'd think about something and I'd go, ugh, and the tears were just streaming down my face. And then Wednesday morning came around, I took Grace into nursery again, came home, and that was the day of the scan. I actually filmed a bit, like after I dropped Grace off at nursery, I filmed. Hi everyone, gonna have some breakfast. like I'm just going to toss my little because I'm nervous. But yeah, basically I've got a scan today. I'm 6 weeks and don't know, I've not even been keeping track. I think I've just kind of been preparing for the worst. And if I'm honest, I woke up this morning scared because I just don't feel pregnant anymore. I'm apparently 6 weeks 4 days. So I went to the hospital on Wednesday and had an internal scan where she basically said which I predicted, that there was like nothing there, like no fetus, like nothing. And I was just a bit like, I knew that was going to happen because in my head I kept telling myself, am I making this up? Like, is this just a period and I'm not actually pregnant? I never was pregnant and I'm just making this up and I've wasted everyone's time. And she said it could either be so early on in pregnancy that it's not picking up. She said, or it could be an ectopic pregnancy, which is where the baby has developed outside of the womb. Where she said, you have had a miscarriage and passed it. And that's when I was like, yeah, that's the confirmation I needed. I know exactly what has happened. And I cried a bit, obviously. I had my bloods taken. I did a urine sample, which they did say a test is coming back faint positive, which I was like, thank God I'm not going absolutely insane. They now know that I do have some sort of pregnancy hormones running from my body. So Glenn phoned them and said, oh yeah, we've got the results. Is Holly there? So I answered and she basically said, your blood results have come back and it shows that you have had a miscarriage. She said it was a chemical pregnancy, which I don't want to use that term because it just makes it feel like it's not real. So like this is going to change everything now. Like when I do, you know, like I feel very optimistic that one day I will get pregnant again and it will be a, you know, a healthy, like successful pregnancy, and I know that will happen. That, but it's just like I'll never get that feeling of like being blissfully like pregnant. I'm just gonna be worried. I'm just gonna be waiting for the bleeding and but yeah, that's where I've been. One thing I will say though is it's definitely brought me and Glenn, this whole experience has definitely brought me and Glenn closer together, which I didn't think was possible, but I feel like only me and Glenn know what we went through and only me and Glenn know what each other are feeling. To a certain degree, obviously Glenn has his feelings and I have mine, but then together we're like, we lost a baby at the end of the day, do you know what I mean? Like, I know it didn't grow to be a baby, but in our heads for a week that was our second child, you know. I am also, my mindset has changed. I know one day I'll have another baby, but it's not meant to be right now, and I'm okay with that. That's the whole point. I think it's like I'm in a mindset now. It's like, I'm okay with that. That will come when it comes. What will happen now will happen now. Like I'm gonna focus on other things. I'm getting back to my hobbies. I'm just excited to start feeling like me again, which is finally happening and hasn't happened since December. Like I finally feel like I'm getting back to Holly. That's been my life for the past 3 months. Hopefully from here on out I post my videos and the happy videos. It's great things happening in my life. One of the things I want to film is, I've mentioned this before, doing that front room, turn it into like a playroom-ish thing. I am forcing Glenn to take me to IKEA and spend a fortune and do that front room. So hopefully I didn't overshare too much. I definitely did, but oh well. And the battery's flashing, which is perfect, because I'm gonna go now. I hope you come back to watch my other videos that are hopefully going to be much happier than this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.